Hey everyone, welcome back. I've got a very interesting interaction to show you today, courtesy of the builders from the unofficial Warframe community Discord. This is a way to deal infinite damage with any weapon on Kullervo. To the weapon that played well, you basically don't even have to shoot your weapon anymore. Instant AoE nuke damage that can sometimes even go through walls. You only need a weapon to set up the initial damage, and then it basically scales by itself. This is the Blood Altar Kullervo. First, some caveats to this build. It works best on a camping Kullervo, since the nuke range is equal to how many enemies you can curse, and ensuring the Blood Altar targets are part of the curse group. The easiest way to do this is by camping. But you don't have to though, so long as the room you choose to fight in has big open spaces with clear sight lines. This is important for easy enemy pathing, curse tagging hitboxes, and just seeing the plethora of enemies die before you instantly. It works on Eximus, it works on Acolytes. You can even completely ignore the Acolytes and go about your way killing everything else, and they will die naturally from the curse chains as well. The best benefit of this setup is the insane healing you have. If you just increase your max HP and add some armor or adaptation, you are effectively unkillable. Blood Altar heals % missing HP per second. This means the lower your current HP is, the more raw HP it heals. Since Blood Altar can stack up to 3 auras and we are going massive range, this is a ridiculous heal rate. Of course, eventually Kullervo can get killed off in Endurance, but we still have Overguard Gate with this too. For relevant content, you're effectively unkillable. Violence can't even shut off your links or your Blood Altar auras. You just have to hit an enemy with your DPS tools outside of Violence's range and everything dies as normal. So how exactly does the nuke work? As we know, Collective Curse spreads true damage equal to the damage number on your screen you get from hitting a target. This means lower armor targets are the best choice, but this won't really matter, as you'll soon see. Blood Altered enemies can take damage as well, but all of that damage is stored and can even exceed their current HP cap. Once Blood Altar expires, all of that damage is dealt to the enemy. Do you see what we can do here? Collective Curse can AoE nuke, but typically kills everything it touches. Blood Altar allows a curse target to survive the nuke and store that damage for later when Blood Altar expires. So long as you tether that target to your next group of enemies you want to kill via curse, then you are now able to spread the nuke damage from a ticking time bomb of the previous curse that was saved in Blood Altar. This causes a perpetual damage loop, so long as Blood Altar doesn't explode too early when you don't want to. But how do you stop Blood Altar from exploding too early, or having to wait for it to expire and explode by itself? You can only have 3 Blood Altars active at once. This means if you create a 4th one, the first explodes. Not only does it deactivate, but the original target will suffer all damage inflicted up to its release. Therefore, by casting Blood Altars faster than they can expire naturally, you can force detonate Blood Altar nukes whenever you want. Because the Blood Altar you are always exploding is 3 casts older than your new one, this means you need very high duration to make sure they stick around long enough, so that they only explode when you want, instead of by accident. Range is also super obvious as it helps you survive in a bigger area from overlapping heal auras, but that your nuke range is limited by what your Collective Curse can hit. So since the damage loops into itself, we don't need as high strength, but this is an ability spam build, so we will want efficiency. Let's take a look at that Kullervo build. This is a Kullervo build for maximum comfort at base steel path. It is a 5 Archon shard build. They do not need to be Tau forged. You will want 2 casting speed shards and 3 duration shards. Duration shards are important because you need to be able to cast 4 Blood Altars naturally in the time it takes for one to expire, to guarantee that Blood Altars only explode when you want them to. And this build reaches 192 duration, meaning Blood Altar lasts 38.4 seconds. Even if you don't use Tau Forge, the duration is 35.4 seconds. This means so long as you nuke by casting a Blood Altar once every 8.5 to 9.6 seconds, then you will never have Blood Altars accidentally exploding early. Theoretically, if you rely on the natural explosion of Blood Altars, then you only need to cast 3 in the same time, letting you nuke every 11.8 to 12.8 seconds. Alternatively, you could run a half duration, a 100 duration build only, and accept that half your Blood Altars will explode early and that if you don't have curse tethers up, then they will not permit an AoE nuke. And it wastes the altar expiration. But on the other hand, 100 duration lets you spec into much higher damage feedback loops by jacking up your strength, and this is most useful for endurance setups. For the comfort build, Intensify should be replaced by Umbral Intensify, I just have polarity problems. It will let you heal roughly 65% of missing health per second. Range is king, as I said, as well as duration if you go comfort instead of the riskier high DPS route that would really only be necessary for endurance. 160 efficiency still requires equilibrium, as this build does not use energize and is a primarily ability DPS focused setup. We do not have rolling guard for survivability, but that can be done by replacing augur message for it if so desired. This is only really needed for endurance, as remember, we heal 65% of our missing HP per second. Guardian and Blessing are our arcanes to beef Kullervo up as much as possible and make adaptation actually unnecessary, as well as being a cheaper alternative to Energize, which would allow us to swap Equilibrium for adaptation. This Kullervo today reaches 2175 HP with 83.8% damage reduction from armor. Panzer is nice for spreading viral quills, for pet assist and dropping more orbs for synth set to pick up, even at full HP, because, well, Blood Altar heals so fast, Martyr to keep you alive if you randomly get one shot, Devolution to keep itself alive, Radar, and Vacuum. Focus School is whatever you want. I honestly don't care and it doesn't matter for the build. Maybe Matter Eye for faster cast speed and skip Shards and more strength for damage linking? Maybe Xenoric if you can't run Equilibrium, which would let you slot Rolling Guard and keep all the duration? I don't know, it's up to you. Your weapon build though, I really don't care about. Use whatever is comfortable. It doesn't even need to be strong because remember, Curse inflicts true damage, and the damage keeps ramping up based on strength since you keep funneling one Curse nuke into another. All you have to do is kill the first few enemies to stack damage into the original Blood Altar. Cheers! If this is your first time watching, feel free to leave a like or better yet subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. 79.5% of you are not subscribed. I'm trying my best to get you new information out always, as soon as possible. Like I've been doing with the Tennocon updates. Stick around if you want to see interesting memes and builds on a nearly daily basis. You don't want to miss out on any of that, do you? That'll be it for this video. Thank you all for watching and see you all next time.